What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I rarely make videos or content on decentralized science, okay, or DeSci as a narrative. But something got me thinking, and this is an article in the New York Times. Elon Musk asked people to upload their health data to X, and X users obliged, all right? Now, this is something that I believe requires a bit of research and bit of kind of just looking at the narrative, see what the narrative is saying. DeSci has been hot and cold, but mostly it has been an influencer-driven market. Now, the biggest project for me in DeSci is Axon DAO. This is the one you hear about, you know, first wearable that pays you back. I think they did something with NVIDIA as well, if you remember. And they of course they were meant to attend the NVIDIA conference and showcase some technology. So very promising. I mean, proud to be a member of the NVIDIA Inception Accelerator. Of course, they have their CertiK audit. Very good project as far as I can see, because it is the most prominent. And of course, they have business partners and technology partners, the likes of Hewlett-Packard, you know, a few others. All right. But this should get you thinking. When you look at why Elon Musk would ask, I mean, what is this? Privacy experts cringe when people started feeding their medical images to the AI, of course, Grok. Now, this requires, I mean, what projects are doing this now? And I went on a bit of a rabbit hole, as you do, to do the research. And again, I'm sharing this with you as I absolutely learn about the whole sector. Now, I have previously talked about Axon DAO and XGT, bought some, traded it, and that was great. But what other medical advances have been made? So just first, before we kind of look at the projects into details, what is DeSci? So it basically, decentralized science seeks to address the challenges in traditional scientific research, limited by funding, restricted data sharing, and of course, slow publications. Okay. By utilizing blockchain, because again, you know, this is going to be immutable data, by utilizing blockchains and NFTs and privacy and security, all the good things that the blockchain offers, the DeSci sector could promote more of an open world where medical research is conducted in a more incentivized, community-driven, approach-centric, rather than just, you know, going to the doctors and obviously that information not being available to find new medicines and breakthroughs. So I can see the reason why DeSci is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. All right, it's meant to be in the trillions in terms of what the industry size could be. Now, again, it's not a sexy narrative, so you got to keep that bear in mind. All right. Now, there are two prominent figures in crypto, Brian Armstrong, okay, and CC of Binance. Now, in terms of the Coinbase DeSci kind of like, you know, he co-founded something, okay? And that thing is called, it's basically called the Research Hub, a platform that is offered and has a GitHub presence. And the Research Hub enables researchers to collaborate by, of course, and then earn tokens as a contribution. Okay, so that's the Research Hub, and it's basically GitHub for science. Now, CZ, on the other hand, again, former CEO of Binance, he's shown growing interest in this entire field and has his focus on biotech, exploring crypto technology that can accelerate funding and research in the field, and has tweeted about it several times. Okay. So both of these guys are involved. And again, you know, it's there are, of course, you know, other things as well, like the whole scientific approach. And they've spoken about that before. You know, they have spoken about this before. Science taps into blockchain and understands the origins of life on Earth. And this is now on CoinGecko, right? The whole paper here. Ex-meta experts. So this is a growing field. I think we can establish that. Okay. Now, how do you find opportunities in here is the next question. What kind of opportunities, is AXT or AXGT, is this an opportunity? I mean, you can see the chart for yourself, and I do believe it is, because the current market cap, let's just go back to CoinGecko. The current market cap of Axon or AXGT is sub 50 millions. 50 million, not millions, 50 millions. It's on multiple chains. And look, the chart is it's not the worst at all. 49 million, 100 million fully diluted, has, in terms of exchanges, LCX, Bilaxi, but this is relatively not available on most exchanges. Okay, Axon DAO. And I do believe this is the leader in this field, and I can see how the chart has just had this, it was nice to buy it here, kind of like you can see by market cap, but it's still relatively small. And if the market retraces again, there'll be no FOMO. But this is, make no mistake, this is a big industry that is just cooking at the moment. So if you go to DeSci as an entire narrative, so decentralized science, because obviously if we're gonna look at this, we need to look at it in a way that gives you the full picture. So sorry, let me just squeeze my screen back in. So you can see, I mean, the largest project by market cap is Origin Track. Then you've got Bio Protocol, of course, and then you've got Axon DAO at 49 million. Of course, the correction is Origin Trail is bigger in terms of market cap, but this is the most prominent. And then you've got other things amongst there. There's Mudo Health or Mudo Hub, $3 million market cap. Performance is not great. Of course, Dynex is in there with quantum computing, but this whole entire narrative, you basically look into narratives one day are dead. So, there's ones that have been shilled, like this one here, shilled by Supo here, called Neos AI, and everybody just jumped on it. I look at it now, it's 400K market cap. So you got to buy something with at least, there's CTI, the ones that I know of. But I believe I found a project, okay? And that project is called Welshare Health, okay? Ticker token is WELL, and personalize your contribution to AI medical-driven research. Now, when I read into this project, I literally realized that this could be one of those that could do well. Again, very risky. Now, the WELL is a native token, and of course, Welshare's market cap is very, very degen. Okay, so the WELL token launched on Uniswap is only trading for, I believe, it's actually at a $1 million market cap. Would you believe? 1 million, 1.5 million, and it's completely on Uniswap. So from charts aside, and of course, tokenomics aside, this is a $1 million, $14 million fully diluted, purely on Uniswap, okay? But I've been impressed with the team, and I've been impressed with basically what they are about to do. Now, they've obviously focused on, they are focusing on the, on tackling diabetes, for example, which is very, very important. And of course, they are, So in terms of their market position, again, they are trying to work with some of the big guys, some of the big pharmaceutical companies out there. Now, of course, as I research, I'll bring you more. And they've got something called BioDAOs and, of course, and DeSci DAOs to facilitate decentralized health data sharing. Now, Diabetes DAO is Welshare Health's very own. They're going to launch a specific token for that. And I believe if you do hold the WELL token, I believe there's an airdrop. And they are going to be at token 2049, of course, and the team is doxed. And I do like that. There's a small team. It's a project that is barely known by anyone, but it does have potential. Now, sometimes for narratives, you need to be early, of course. So their platform, they have a working application that allows you to track your health. And currently, I think there's millions of users of their app existing already. Now, of course, there will be other things in this token. Like I said, I'm still learning about this. The partnerships are very, very intriguing to me. Will they partner with some of the the giants of the medical research industry? Again, Welshare Health is just a super low cap, super degen, but a very good docs team, and I do believe they could be playing in terms of this decentralized narrative. So there's 2 projects for you. Like I said, do your own research, but if they go, like, for example, partnerships wise, if they team up with the likes of Nova Nordics, which has it's basically a 2 trillion pharmaceutical giant. Okay. And of course, if they get the attention of Coinbase, we know Brian Armstrong is looking at this. If they partner with, the biggest DAOs in DeSci and bio DAOs for data sharing, which is something that they prominent in. And of course, Diabetes DAO is Welshare's launch of the Diabetes DAO focus, which is a community-led diabetes research foundation, aligning their patient-driven mission. And again, in terms of their blockchain, they have privacy, which is very important because you have to be privacy focused. You can't be, with the app, you can't actually be. You have to be very specific with the information. It's very sensitive. Okay, so for me, this was kind of something that was inspired by Elon Musk, but I'm glad to see people are actually building this in the real world. I have no ties to this project at all. As you can see, I'm doing my research right now, and I do so far love what I see at $1 million market cap with another token specifically for diabetes research. I think I'm interested in doing some more digging around on this. Potential for tokenized IPs and NFTs for the publishing of things like molecules. This is all fascinating stuff to me, but let me know what you think. I think there is an opportunity to support a good team at a 1.4 million valuation, and the white paper will be quite interested for you to do your own research. Like I said, if they can tap into companies like Nova, which are worth trillions in the medical science field, it's all about vision anyway, and the team is doxed, then I could see if DeSci takes off, I could see something like this do very, very well. Let me know what you think about the DeSci narrative. Let me know if you hold any decent DeSci tokens. And I think this is kind of something that I do support in crypto, because it's not just, like I said, it's real people building real projects. And once you do your research, you'll find out whether this is the right thing in terms of an investment. But just from a narrative perspective, this whole zero knowledge application and then keeping track of your medical records that could be shared with your GP or with your doctor, or that's going to be quite powerful, right? So medical research, diabetes research, own monetization, of course, as you put your medical details into your into their app, you are gonna earn the token, right? So it's interesting, man. Like, real world application for DeSci. I do love the fact that they are doing something in diabetes. Everybody has somebody who they know in their family who suffers from some type of this illness. So yeah, I've ticked out, so far, Doc's team, check. Narrative that is bubbling underneath with big attention, check. The project, of course, in terms of risk, is very high risk, high reward. But if you actually look at their white paper, what sticks out to me is the fact that they are kind of marrying AI and DeSci. Okay, Still very early. I haven't actually bought the token yet, which I will be planning to maybe speculate on, even if it's to support a team like this, to be honest. But I do like what I'm seeing and the attention that they get, the fact that they are going to the, big trade shows and DeSci London and all these things. That's actually something to think about. But anyway, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. And this could go to 0. This could maybe be the next 1,000 or 100x. Who knows? But what I do know is when you look at a working product in an industry that actually has been getting attention, then yeah, you go for the lowest market cap, right? Ultimately, if you wanted to speculate on this, this is a massive, massive industry, guys. Patient data is 600 billion a year. Okay. So anyway, let me know your thoughts. Token utility. I mean, you can go through the whole thing, but everything here is done very, very well, of course. But do your own further research, guys. That's Welshare for me. And I hope you are keeping very good health. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.